Okay, well,
Okay.
why don't we start? Great. For the purpose of the recording, it is Thursday, December the 5th, and this is the bi-weekly meeting for the EMEA chapter of Kwaai. Over to you, Christian.
Hi, Riza. I'm very well. Thank you very much for being here with us, even if you are just come back from your very far trip because you went in Europe. Okay. However, we are here. So today is the meeting number 12. So I'm very happy that we continues to be online and we grow up by our missions. So for example, I will share my screen. Sorry, I forgot it. Okay, okay. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay. Today, after my brief introduction that now is always common, but is interesting for the new attenders in order to let them introduce what is our mission and how we are organizing and how we are looking in the future. But after my introduction, I will let the word to Riza for have an update from the Kuwait US chapter, and then we will talk with Walter Lunderi, that is our first Kuwait thesis that is approaching a thesis that is want to study we can say the Kuwait environment, because now is an environment as we we have an operative system as we want to call it. So let's go into our introduction. Okay. First of all, what is the missions of Kwaai? Kwaai have a very strong mission that is committed to build a very strong and huge community in order to make AI democratic, as much more democratic as possible, and in order to make this development, we want to spread this message over the world. So we want to have with us a lot of people that are interested in this kind of emerging, we can say, problem and also future of AI. So who want to participate in our research topics and also in our meetings, feel free to go to the Kuwait website at www.kuwait.ai, and you can subscribe just filling a form with your data, essentially. And after, doesn't matter what is your involvement in AI. We are looking over a very spread competence that want to help us to grow up in our mission. So you don't need to have to be, for example, a computer science engineer, but you must be curious of AI, and you must be, how to say, very interesting in a particular field of AI. For example, you can study law, you can study mathematics, also statistics, you can study whatever you want. But what is important is that you want to be focused in a mission into the I dream, we can say. Okay. As I told before, we have the first thesis that later will be introduced by Walter Lunderi, that will introduce himself, and also he will introduce his job and how he's organizing his thesis and what is the objective of this thesis. Okay, just a little recap for our program regarding the ambassador. Ambassador program is a very interesting program that have the purpose to expand the Kuwait search in order to foster local communities and in order to drive engagement. So we are looking for a very motivated person that want to spread the Kuwait message over his region. So this person should be a very notable person, person that want to, how to say, is committed to talk with other person, other institution, in order to spread our message. So this person will have a different benefits, for example, to access to exclusive resources, but also to have a new and modern networking opportunities, and also the recognition of the Kwaai organization. So who is interested, please, you can drop me an email to Christian at kwaai.ai. Okay, we can say that we have our first ambassador that is in the Africa region. So we are starting with this program, and we believe that this will grow up with new attenders. Okay. Also, the EMEA chapter is organized actually with 3 strategic working group. The first is the policy group for the EMEA region. The objective of this working group is to analyze the diverse regulatory landscape and policy challenges and opportunities that are related to the emerging technologies such as AI within the EMEA region. Also, we have the Architect Innovation Group that is focused on leveraging AI and the related technologies in order to address the new and modern challenges in agriculture with a specific emphasis for the EMEA region, because in the EMEA region we have a particular region that are much more sensitive to the agriculture. One example can be Africa. And lastly, but not less important, we have a cross-disciplinary collaboration group. This group aims to promote and encourage the interdisciplinary collaboration in order to bring together members from different academic disciplines or professional backgrounds, because as I told before, we are interesting to people that are, how to say, committed to the AI, but in very different forms. And so this group want to, how to say, extend this idea, this mission, in order to put together this person in order to grow up with our mission. Also, I would like to remind that we have a beta program that now is active that is available on our website. You just need to point to www.kwaai.ai/beta. You can fill out forms, and essentially this beta program let you use our tools with your institution. So actually we are looking for academic institutions that want to leverage by our solution. What you need is to offer your hardware with a specific requirement that is listed in the slides. And by that you can enjoy with our last research about our last software that can help your institution to leverage on the democratic AI tools, because all our tools are confined in your hardware. So you don't need to share your data in a not controlled way as can be with the normal other AI commercial solution. So who is interested is very invited to submit his request by the Kwaai website. Okay, so this is all for my brief introduction. As I say always, who have a new idea, who have questions and want to reach direct to me, you can write me an email. Just use christian@kwaai.ai. So now it's time to give the word to our Reza Resul that will give us a few updates regarding the Kwaai from US. So thank you, Reza.
Thank you so much, Christian. Yes, I've been away for a while, but normal service will resume shortly. We arrived back last night from a trip to Ireland. It was a wedding in Ireland, and then we spent Thanksgiving, which is the American holiday Thanksgiving, in England. This is the first in 30 years that we've been out of the country for Thanksgiving, but this is a historical place here. It says here Mayflower 1620. This is when the Mayflower ship left Plymouth in England, the south coast of England, and it took the inhabitants to the Americas, and they celebrate that in America every year. I think the folks in Britain might be celebrating the loss of of those individuals because they weren't much fun at a party. But the trip was partly a wedding that we attended, and it was also an important trip to. Let me see if we can show you a bit of the wedding going on. It was a trip for a little bit of business as well. So I'm going to pause there. Yay! There's the little munchkins. Okay. It is important to maintain relationships over many years. This is one of the things I value. A lot of what we're doing at Kwaai is about leveraging the relationships between individuals. So the couple here getting married, the groom is someone we've known since, well, even before he was born. We've known his parents, and they came to our wedding, and we celebrate whenever we go over to England. We connect with them. So these are important things. These are the values of an organization. These values don't appear on the P&L, the profit and loss ledger of an accountant when they're looking at a business, but they are of value to us. There is a value to us as humans, as part of society. So I thought it's important to just touch on that. And why is it important to Kwaai? AI is a fantastic innovation that allows us to accelerate the transfer of wealth from one generation to another. And that is not financial wealth. It is the wisdom of one generation being transferred to another. That transmission of wisdom is arguably the strength of humanity. In many other species, when a new generation is born, it starts from zero. It might have the evolutionary advantages of the previous generations, but it doesn't have the knowledge, the wisdom. And we've transferred that knowledge and wisdom through language. And then when writing came along, we found that we can transfer it in non-real time. If you're transferring it simply by speaking like I am, it happens in real time. But if you can record it, that means that you can spread your knowledge further. It can stay around longer. It can persist. And then when printing came along, that just accelerated and amplified the transmission of knowledge. Along comes AI that has taken language, or written largely English, but it's getting more. It's becoming more inclusive. It's stuff that's online. It's the wisdom of humanity. Well, it's also the counterfactual information of humanity as well. But what we at Kwaai, we value this as an important key component in the development of humanity itself. It's not simply yet another tool in the tool belt of capitalism to generate more profits. We see this as a fundamental component in the commonwealth of technologies that humanity has created, and we want to make sure that it can be truly uplifting for everyone. That's what Kwaai is about. And that's why I found this picture and this experience very moving. And, you know, just like that young generation there, the two toddlers, you see that kid, yes, he's posing there. And I think this final scene where he goes, yay, leaps forward, I think that is the key moment. There we go. Let's see if we can get him right at the end there. Yeah, he's making a leap, and I think that's just great. Okay, so I'll stop sharing there, and maybe actually what I'm going to do is talk about the things that are coming up. So you're now hopefully seeing the EMEA summit, the Immersive AI Global Summit. We're not controlling all of it. We've got part control of this summit. We'll create the AI for Good track, but this is going to be an important feature of the EMEA calendar. And so, Christian, I'd like you and your team to start preparing for this. Start drawing up a plan, a budget, a program of materials. Start thinking about speakers, and what are we going to be doing for this summit? It's going to be in June 17 through 19. We need to generate a budget so we can start funding for it. We need to get sponsors. We need to start a call for papers and start creating a noise around this event. This event is going to be your key event. It's for the EMEA chapter, and it's going to be in your in your neck of the woods. I know you'd have to still journey to Venice, but I think it's going to be super important. So we've had the opportunity to have a significant participation in this conference. And so I'd like you to make this one of the key focuses of your energies for next year. Great. So it's going to be at the famous Palazzo Palazzo del Casino. This is where the Venice Film Festival takes place. So it's a well-known venue, and I think we should put on a good show there. So separately, I'd like you to think about what's going on. Here's a proposed list of pricing for the tickets, and then sponsorship opportunities. Now you can get various sponsors. Okay, platinum sponsorship at 85,000. That's a lot, but you can have different sponsorship: gold, silver, friend of the event, all sorts of sponsorship opportunities. You can sponsor a round table and so on, or you could buy booth space. So it'll be a symposium as well as an expo, and so this is going to be key for the EMEA chapter. Great. Well, look, Kwai's coming to the end of the year. This chart I'm going to update with the November data as soon as I get a chance to do that. But here's what we've been achieving with no budget at all. We're running now at a rate of in-kind contributions of about $1 million a month. And so that is quite significant. We will obviously increase that, but it's going to be it's an important metric, even though that's not cash. That's people's volunteer hours that we are counting. Not only volunteer hours, but also when it's infrastructure donation, compute resources, and so on. Those are counted as in-kind contributions. So when we ask for grants. We're not asking for charity. We're asking for matching grants where our organization, our volunteers are donating a certain amount, and then other vendors can donate a matching amount. And so the value of the donation is a lot more significant, a lot more impactful. Okay, you should probably think about a year end. Yes, I'd like you to for this year come up with your annual report. So you don't have a lot of time. We are legally obliged to produce an annual report for the entire organization, and we need to submit that. That's a US government requirement. But I'd like your chapter to also give your annual report. Here's what we've done. Here's what we've accomplished. Here's our membership, and here's our plan for next year. So I can send you the outline for that, Christian, and it need not be very long. It could just be maybe a few pages, but I think it's also good to reflect upon what you've been able to accomplish in the last year and think about what next year is going to look like. Okay, that's it from me.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Risa. We know that you are very tired for the trip, but I am very happy that you are always present here with us. So thank you very much. Okay, Walter, now it's your time. What about your thesis?
Okay, thank you. And good morning, everyone, again. So my name is Walter Lundari. I live in Catania in the South Italy. I'm at the last year of computer engineering and starting with my thesis. So last time we met online, we decided I would have produced the index for the thesis. And with your permission, I share my screen.
Sure, of course.
Thanks. So I did it in 2 steps. First, a simple index, which is this one, which I'm going to comment. And the second is sort of a presentation. So I'll be very short in this part, which is really simple. And then we can present the second part. So the title is An Engineering Perspective of the Studies and Role of the Kwaai Association in Democratizing Artificial Intelligence. And I thought to divide in these contents: a brief introduction, obviously literature review, talking about the development of artificial intelligence and making a comparison with centralized and decentralized AI models, and so on. So presenting the Kwaai Association and the vision. And I'm working on chapter 2 and 3. But for the chapter 4, 5, and 6, which I'm going to introduce, I might need your help, Dr. Risa.
Sure.
Thank you. So the 4th chapter is about engineering. It's the nucleus of the thesis, obviously. And of course, I would like to interface someone of you, of your company, of your association, maybe Dr. Johnson or someone else who could help me, and trying to produce some more specs so I can make a complete study and going forward. 5th chapter, methodology. What about research, design, and approach? How you collect data and how you analyze your data. Chapter 6, case studies of Kwaai in AI in action. Because I know you contacted many colleges and most maybe agreed to enter the beta version. So it would be very interesting to understand what they're going to do and what are those results, so I can write it in the thesis and present to the commission. The 7th chapter is about democratization of artificial intelligence, of course, inside Kwaai AI. And finally, results and discussion and conclusions. This is what I thought to do. But to better present this, I decided to move to this, which is basically an extension of what I've already told, but with some more specs and pics, which could be helpful for us, for EMEA chapter, to introduce to other parties. Of course, this is just the beginning, so let me tell you something about what I think to write in my thesis. The thesis explores the Kwaai Association role in democratizing artificial intelligence through an engineering point of view. It examines, in fact, the association's innovative PIIOS architecture, decentralized data solutions, and efforts to make individuals with data dominion instead of centralized dominion of data. The study delves into technical challenges of implementing decentralized AI and evaluates Kwaai AI's performance, talking, of course, about case studies, as told before. By analyzing Kwaai AI impact on global AI accessibility and comparing it with traditional AI framework, this research aims to provide insight into the future of democratized AI and its ethical implications. This is something very important, as you told before in your words. It's very important to put the humans first. So this is something I want to talk about in the thesis. Of course, this is an engineering work, but it's important, the scope, the motivation, and the goal we are going to reach. The thesis also addresses the challenges and limitation in AI democratization, offering recommendation for future research and development in this rapidly evolving field. It is important to make some conclusion because Kwaai is maybe second, third year of his life, and you're looking on long terms. So we are looking on long terms, of course. It's important to make some critics on ourselves at the state of the art and thinking to the future, of course. So this is the background of AI and data ownership, historical development of AI, centralized versus decentralized AI models, the concept of AI democratization. This is basically the chapter number 2. Chapter 3 is about Kwaai Association and its vision. So I will divide the study in how the history of Kwaai, where it came from, where we want to go, missions and core objectives, key figures and contributions, as well as partnership and collaboration with universities, colleges, and companies as well. This is the nucleus, engineering foundations of Kwaai AI, talking about PIOS architecture, decentralized data storage, and AI model customization. Talking about also methodology and the research approach, like a research design, data collection, case study selection, and evaluation criteria. Of course, important case studies of Kwaai in action, use case in personal data management, university application, PIOS framework interaction. Also, what are the application area? Like individual users can use Kwaai, but also higher education and also other general users. Key findings: enhance privacy and control, improve the research capabilities, intuitive interface, and high satisfaction using Kwaai systems. Kwaai AI and democratization of artificial intelligence. Basically, data dominion, open source models, which are used in Kwaai systems, global accessibility, and challenges for the future. And concluding with the summaries of findings, limitations of the studies, future research recommendation, and concluding remarks. This is very important because even if we are in a starting point, it's important for each one of us to understand where we are going for the future. And thanks a lot for the opportunity.
Thank you, Walter. This study is very promising. I believe in this study because this can be a fundamentals, we can say, because it will be described the history and also the vision and the future of Kwaai. It will be a very great document to share with everyone in order to share our history that we are going to write each day, day by day. Rita, we did a good job, I believe. What do you think about?
I think Walter did a fantastic job, and I'd be honored to contribute to this. I think this is going to be a PhD thesis or a master's thesis. It's your master's thesis?
The master's thesis,
Yeah,
not
okay.
PhD, yeah.
Gosh, it'll be probably, we'll make sure it is published very widely. And
Yeah.
so I think this is going to be an important document for us. It becomes a recruitment document. It's also a much bigger than a white paper. It is, I think the fact that we're writing it after a year or two or a year and a half of the movement, it will probably come out close to our second anniversary. It will be an important to look backwards and be able to look forward. So I think it's going to be a valuable document. Thanks for that, Walter.
Thank you very much.
Perfect.
Walter, what's the timing of the document? You're going to be your thesis this in 2020.
Yes. This is a very important point I wanted to discuss with you and the professor. I have to give other more 5 exams, but 2 are next week. So let's say in Christmas time, I would like to work a lot on it and complete the work before the end of February. Because if I succeed giving the other three exams before February, I could get the degree on April.
That's great.
If I succeed. Of course, I have to study a lot, work as well, but in Christmas time, it could be a nice time for me to dedicate my time and concentrate on organizing this stuff.
Fantastic. Well, look, I'll be around, so I'll be able to help you there. And by the time of the EMEA summit, it'll be a published document already, and we'd love you to be presenting that at the conference.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sure, with pleasure. Okay. Now it's time to see if there are new attendees that want to introduce themselves. So who want is free to keep the voice and to present himself.
Hello, everyone. I'm. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
sure, of course.
We can't see you.
Hi, everyone. I'm actually at work, but I'm listening at your conversation, and I'm really interested in it. I'm Marco Richard, and I have a bachelor degree on electronic engineering, and actually I'm attending a master degree in computing and automation engineering, and I'd like to elaborate a thesis with Professor Randieri. So I'm the new attendant of for the thesis.
Welcome, Marco.
And I'm still studying by doing the last exams for my master degree. So I'm new.
Well, what is your master's thesis? What is the title?
I have still to elaborate the title, but I'm interested in hearing your conversation. I mean,
Very good. Okay. Well, the whole area of decentralized AI is important. What is the area of study that you're focusing on?
the area is called computing and automation engineering, and actually I'm a computer engineering. In fact, I'm using automation programs like LabVIEW or simulate models like MATLAB and Simulink. So I'd like to elaborate some real models.
Yes. Okay. Well, it's very
In fact,
exciting. Yeah, we're doing some good research in the area of state space models. So I'll write that in the chat, state space models.
yes.
And Mamba, which is a let's see, it's an increased efficiency and a better way of doing the transformer, and it reduces the compute complexity of the transformer. And then so we've got a researcher. His name is Daryl Sarant. I'll type his name in there. You should find him on Slack. So are you on Slack yet?
No, I don't think it's
No,
the first time
no.
that he attend our meeting. So we invite you to subscribe to the Kwaai website. But
Okay.
also
Yes.
you can be in touch with me and we can go much more.
Fantastic. Okay. So once you've signed up, then we'll get you connected with other potential collaborators for the area, and then you might figure out what it is you want to do. I mean, look at Walter. He attended the meetings and listened, and eventually he got an idea of what his thesis was going to be, and that's and then he got the idea. Okay, he's going to write about the actual organization, which was, I wouldn't have thought that that wasn't obvious, but now you think about it, it is an obvious thing that we need. But we get sign up and we'll get you connected. Okay. Who else? I see some new names on the call.
Yes. Hi.
I joined because Sam invited me. I was going to work on PyOS. So
Okay, so
yeah.
you're attending the EMEA chapter. Addison, where are you located?
I'm in New Brunswick, Canada.
Oh, excellent. Okay, well,
Yeah.
yeah, you can join the European, Middle East and Africa chapter. We don't mind. It's probably closer to your
No problem. No
Oh,
problem.
that's what that acronym is. Okay.
yes. EMEA. So thanks
I
so
was
much.
just listening anyway. I just joined the Slack channel and I saw the meeting and I was like, oh, is that like the weekly meeting? Maybe I should go to that.
No,
No
okay.
problem. You're welcome.
Go to all of them. So this is EMEA, but tomorrow, Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific time, is the weekly
Okay.
meeting for, I guess, for the Americas.
Okay, cool. I'll go to that one too then.
Okay. Well, great, Addison. I look forward to chatting more with you. And you're already connected on Slack.
Yeah, I just joined there today.
Fantastic. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Who else?
Okay. The other
Mario? Is there Mario Certo? No, Mario doesn't want to talk. Okay, fantastic.
Well, okay, Risa. We have to, as we spoke. Now I have on hand the way to publish our research, as we discussed before.
Yeah.
So sooner I will write in Slack to the other person who want to join to the specific topics in specific journals in order to try to share our knowledge by scientific research publication. It will be another great milestone for us.
There's a good friend of mine. He's based in Sardinia, so another local for you.
He's the local of Gigi Serra. He is in Sardinia right now.
Sardinia, right?
But he's located in which town?
In Cagliari.
Cagliari. He is in Cagliari too.
That's funny. Okay, and his name is let's see. I think it's Moroni. I'm looking him up on and it's tough to do this in real time. Might be okay. I'm not gonna find him here, but he's a professor, and his focus is more on streaming video. But I think he's getting more into AI. And what he did was he created an IEEE special edition. So, and I contributed. I was one of the guest editors for that. So I think there might be an opportunity to create an IEEE special edition. And that's always a good way of getting papers on a particular set of topics. So I will put you in touch with him.
Yeah, sure, of course. When you have time, drop me an email or a message. I will reach him sooner. No problem.
Okay.
But also, if we need to have someone in the place with Gigi, that go directly to him.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. No new attenders want to introduce themselves. So I believe that for today it's okay. We have a lot of things to put forward.
Can
Please?
you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sure.
Sorry, I'm not on time, but my mic has always problems. If you need a local contact to join this person, let me know. I will contact in person, and then we can talk each other. Okay.
Okay.
If you
Thank
need
you
it.
very much. Sure, of course. Thank you. Okay, Riza, I think that for today it's okay.
Yes.
Thank you to all the attenders. Thank you for your time, Riza, and see you in 2 weeks for the next EMEA chapter meeting. So thank you very much and happy Kwaai Day to everyone.
Happy Kwaai Day. Thanks so much.
Happy Kwaai Day. Bye bye.
Bye.